All right, so this game is Gamed versus Zan. Zan just beat Team Solo mid, and nobody was expecting that crazy Mordekaiser action. And so I think that I think Gamed has to really put their game faces on if they're truly gamed, game faces. Yeah? Pun, maybe? No? Okay, fair enough. Mordekaiser ban, as we expected. We don't want any more Mordekaiser.
And first pick.
And hey, look, it's not Mordekaiser you should be worried about. Reg says. I am going for Brand. And look at there. Look, so we got a Candy Panda picking up a Nidalee. I wonder if this could be Hotshot GG level Nidalee, or possibly close to.
Yeah, because we've seen him banned in most games. Like
Fnatic.
even the EU qualifiers, and Nidalee was banned pretty much most of the games, all of them. So there's obviously a few people out there that are imitated hotshot, as it were, and have been pretty godlike with them. I don't know whether Candy Banda's going to stick with him. I've never seen Candy Banda on Nidalee. Normally is a straight AD carry, but I guess maybe, I don't know. But well, here we go, Jarvan. They did say that they were big on Jarvan, so that was a last minute switch to him as well. So I think they were trolling.
So yeah, you're right. And then Beck is the one who played Mordekaiser last time. He's going to play tanky DPS once again, and I think that their jungler last time was
Nocturne.
And that was Radeon 6870. He's going to jungle again, so he's going to swap Annie for Nunu. I guess they understand the power of Nunu. They're going to pick Nunu here, and we're going to have Annie, which Darkness, I think, was the brand last time. Is that correct?
I think Darkness is going to be the AD carry. He was Ashe, I think, last time, which is what they're probably going to do, because I can't imagine he's going to have Cleanse on Annie. So I guess we're going to see the final pick. Will be another AP, do you think, or maybe a tanky?
No, an AD. AD carry probably. They have like an Ashe.
Yeah, it'd be Ashe.
Ashe is banned though, so you could see like
Caitlyn.
Or a Corki.
That's true. Yeah. So we're seeing a pretty similar build for Game as well. A Game we're going with Alistair. Gain going with Sona and Rake. Not actually, it was Janet they had last time, wasn't it? It was COG that had Sona. Oh, Vayne. Hello.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. That's actually a very good pick, especially against...
That's a very good team they've got there again.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm a little concerned for my German EU friends.
I'm concerned for everyone. Zan is... there's this silent force that no one knew about who's going to come back and potentially win this tournament. Everyone's going to freak out and be like, what just happened? Somebody's having fun with their pings on Zan's team, so I guess Jarvan's just... Oh, he's probably trying to check. I don't know. That's probably what they're pinging around for. They want him to scout it out. And that's smart. Look at that. It's smart. Gamed is actually going the smart route, so they're not going to get caught here. Wraiths are going to get stolen from them as well. They're not going to go for anything else. They're just going to go back to lane, and there's an early ward as well, so they will have a counter jungle ward, and that's going to allow Nunu the ability to see whenever... let's see, who's the jungle? Alistar? Yeah, Alistar. They're going to be able to see when Alistar comes down that direction. So, pretty good start. I like it.
Yeah, Xylo getting taken pretty low, picking up the blue. So away they go. And someone's just saying, Game is sticking to Alistar a little bit too much. Maybe they are. I don't know. But he's jungling, so it's a very aggressive start there. And Vayne getting very edgy early on. Is going to get picked pretty low. That's going to stop his CS for a little while there as... Fireman Tristana was
Firewoman.
Firewoman Tristana, yes, should I say, yes. Or Fire Girl, as it's a tiny little
Fire
Zan.
Lady.
Here we go. Zan is actually ready and waiting. I think he's trying to counter Alistair. Yeah, he's going to come around to the back side of the race now, and Alistair's actually cleverly just actually pulled him too far. And now he's going to come around the side. They're going to kind of poke each other and really not be able to do anything. Oh, and what? Didn't see you actually stole the gold there. I didn't see whether...
Oh, no, he didn't get it. Alistar got it. So that was kind of a failed counter jungle there on...
Right. And Annie is coming down as well. Brand needs to be careful. He's going to back away. He has gone in around the corner. Annie had the stun ready, so Ray could backed away. The little tanky unit followed through, but Janna had also... Sona, had also come up to cover it off, but nobody falling for it. Maybe they saw... Actually, they wouldn't have seen the early fight, because... They were busy playing CLG, so they won't know the deadliness. Maybe they've had a word with TSM and said, "Holy cow, don't go Brand."
That's true. So we'll have to wait and see if they're even ready for it. Well, they must have because they did ban Mordekaiser and they did pick Brand, and that was complete to counterpick to the two strong champions from Zan from the last game. So, um, yeah, I have no doubts about it. This Nidalee, once she hits level 6, is going to probably go basic auto farm mode, AFK farm. But for now, she's getting pushed hard, seeing that there is no. I mean, they know where Alistar's at. He's being counter jungled, so he doesn't have really any danger of pushing the lane like this early game. But he's gonna have to watch out now because Alistar is on his way. So let's see if they're able to pull anything off here. I don't think so. I mean, Nidalee's not going to be able to really put a lot of damage on him. He's really tanky early, but this could be pretty bad for him. He's going to have to at least be if he can't get out of here. And I don't know if he has his flag ready. He doesn't have his flag toss. I thought he had his flag toss, but if this dude can get there, failed this. Oh no! Oh, it's so sad. So low though. If he had some more AP, that Alistar would have definitely killed him. But that was really close.
So many times you see people using a headbutt and you're just like, no, it completely got away. Oh, don't know if you realise this. Demacia standing through. Oh, and they went through the opposite side. He actually headbutted, which actually knocked him straight through. And I think he may go down. He does manage to get the first blood. He's going to go down instead. I think Nidalee might be able to finish off. He will.
Oh, he does. First blood, and then he dies. That was perfect timing for him to get first blood. And I think this Nidalee could potentially finish this up. Never mind, the creeps are going to save him from any kind of potential spear, which... Oh, that was crazy. But there you go. That's I mean, he does give the blue to Nunu, but it's not that big of a deal. He got first blood, so it was worth it. And at this point, let's see. You've
been casting too much with Freak there, so.
Geez, I guess so. Yeah, been watching too many spotlights, huh?
Anyway, time check. I'm on 5:25, 26, 27, 28,
23, 24, 25.
Yeah, I thought I was a little bit far ahead, just judging by the what happened there. So whether I refresh or you refresh, I don't know which one works out.
I don't know. Sometimes, as long as you don't refresh, I think you'll maybe stay behind. I don't know. It's weird.
I'm ahead. I'm about 7 seconds ahead, I think.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that works. And sometimes if I refresh, I'm even farther behind. So
yeah.
Sometimes if I refresh, then it catches up. So
randomness.
So whatever. I guess we'll just deal with it for now, and then we'll try and refresh later. If
you refresh, do you get the advert back again?
No, not if you use the little refresh button.
Okay,
on
let's
the
try
bottom.
that. Yeah. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14,
9, 10, 11.
Okay.
I'll try refresh. You just let me know if something goes down.
Yeah, no problem. Meanwhile, it's looking like Annie's actually just stood. It's not doing anything with the stun at the moment in mid. I don't know whether she's dropped or. He just has not moved at all and is sat at the same hit point level. Brand's kind of like looking around going, not really sure what's happening there. As the stream actually lagged up there. I didn't know that was just me.
6, 37, 38, 39. 40.
Okay, yeah, there's 1 second difference. That's better. Yeah,
that's better. Okay, so...
hand drop. Annie's just ported, so I think...
but there's the dead down bottom. We just panned over there and then missed it, but it looks like they actually went 1 for 1 there. Both carries died. And now it's just the supports duking it out. And now we have Xylor doing as much damage as possible as he can. I think he's just going to make it difficult for Vec to lane against Nidalee, but he did take quite a bit of damage since that Nunu came in to help out. He'll be fine. He's already got his health back.
Yeah, but unfortunately... Oh, Annie is back now, so Annie's reconnected. So, and fair play to Rake. I think I'd spotted it kind of thing, and I think Rake had probably spotted it that he disconnected. Didn't actually go for the kill there, because he literally just stood there at the tower. Wasn't even moving, and he could have easily probably poked her, certainly with Brand. He obviously the long range he'd got. So didn't go for the kill, so all credit to them for... not doing that, kind of proving why the game. That's the one thing it does lack right now. It's a pause function, which it kind of needs for that.
Yeah,
but it could be abused. But I know they've said, it can be abused. Oh, Jarvan's going to get surely caught out. Here he is going to go in. He's going to get pounced on him. He's going to get the kill. That would be Kevin picking up a kill. So 3-2 in kills. So not quite turning the way that it did against Team Solo Mid at the moment. Gamed were very strong in lane though against CLG. So let's not knock away their lane phase abilities. But Candy Panda did actually get taken down during that, wasn't he? He was the one that died down the bottom there. Yeah, he has had a death. So he's picked up.
They both died. Both of the carries died, and it was just the supports left on the bottom. They kind of took each other out. Yeah. That's basically what it was. So Vega is now level 6. He did get taken out. They're doing a great job of putting pressure on him so that this Nidalee can take this tower out. And I think she is going to take this tower pretty quickly. I mean, she is Nidalee. That's kind of what she's known for doing, is just pushing towers very quickly and sustaining herself, and that's going to be something very difficult for Zan to deal with. They may not be all up to speed on that kind of meta with Nidalee. I mean, it is fairly a rare occurrence to see in Italy because it is harder to play her. But I guess that's more of an EU thing now, and then a hotshot GG as well. And then other than that, I don't see anyone else playing it. So
Yeah, and Jarvan's actually quite a hard hero to play against Nidalee. Nidalee can happily farm and poke you. You can try and do your Dragon Strike poking, but if you miss that, Dimash your standard's the only other last hit. You can't really walk up and just hit him because he'll just pounce away or just throw a couple of spears in your face and then just carry on farming. So I guess that's what maybe he's discovering here. He's also had a lot of Alistair come up and help. In fact, Alistair's been there for both ganks so far. So he's trying to do his best to poke. I mean, there's people saying he's had made mistakes, but he's had the support of the jungle Nidalee has, whereas we've not seen Nunu really coming up and going for any ganks anywhere at the moment on the map. There's Tristana gets caught once again. They are going to go straight into for Vayne. I think Vayne's going to get away from that though. The power cord coming out just towards the end there from Nif. So Nif again being very aggressive in the bushes there and trying to keep the support out. Every time I play with friends, and where either I'm the support or I'm with the AD carry, trying to explain that you need to be quite aggressive as a support it doesn't really work. It's like, no, I need to last hit. No, you don't.
no, you're a support. Like it's that you're supporting. Like
yeah,
do you not understand? Like I hate that. So yeah, whenever I play support, I'll just literally just zone and harass, and that I mean that takes away CS from their carry and gives you your carry. Or if I'm playing solo queue, I can never really get my lane partner to
they're gonna get
make
him.
any sense of anything, so I'll roam. But okay, so here we go. We got a lot of damage going down there. I think that's she tried to tower dive that. And it was successful, so that's good. She pushed her into the wall, but she just couldn't finish her off. She had too much damage with that Sona heal to help her out as well. I guess we missed half of it though, so
yeah, they only went down to it right at the end there, but you can pretty much guess what's going on. They're loving the picture-in-picture at the moment, aren't they? They're keeping it on him for a long time. I don't think it's going to be too bad.
I mean, they don't really have anything else covering that area, so it's.
I don't know who it is, whether it's Kevin or not. I'm not too sure who it is down the bottom.
It's definitely one of the game guys. I don't know who though, because I'm not familiar with them. But yeah, you know more than me.
Yeah, I'm just still not that familiar. I think we saw.
Or with the voices, probably, huh?
Yeah. So, continuing, let's have a look at the CS. So you can see 84 Tristana and 63 for Vayne. Vayne obviously going down twice. Tristana getting the kill 2 times. Pretty much identical build. Actually, Brilliance Potion. Fortitude Potion, sorry, should I say, on Vayne now this time as well. Lots of Philosopher's Stones pretty much all around the map. Yeah, Janna, Nunu, double Philosophers on Jam, which is actually a strange one. I normally see single Philosophers, then a couple of Heart of Golds, sort of. Who is it that's actually posted that? It's a pretty
Heart of Golds?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the Team Solomon's guide that someone posted.
Probably like special or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty much, and it really is a very good build as well. It gives you the gold. By the end of the game, you'll have your end game items regardless of how well you've done in the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was triple heart of gold and a Philosopher's you start with, so it's a pretty strong build. At the moment, obviously Gamed are leading. We've seen this before though against CLG. How they're going to pull together in the team is really the case, and whether they're going to pick how many turrets down. Xylor's roaming very effectively at the moment as Alistair, which is a lot more than we've seen him doing in previous games. He's getting a lot more luck with it. Obviously he's took Jarvan down twice at the top there. Looks like Brand may be making a move as well, so they're going to go for Jarvan at the top there again. They will do, come straight in for their head, but we're going to get the pulverized down, and that's going to give Kevin the chance to dive. That turret is pretty low. Brand's going to not be able to get in there, but I think there's minion wave that is coming in. They're going to take it down.
Though.
Meanwhile, it is going to be Candy Panda just having to jump away there. That top turret will go down though, so Gamed are escaping a possible 3-man gang down the bottom, missing the top one, but they are going to get the turret down. So there is the first turret, and Gamed again are very strong in the lane phase. How they can transform this into mid game is another matter.
So interesting. It's Zan hasn't been able to pull out that early game lead that they had against Solomid last game. They're not necessarily too far behind. They did lose a tower, so they want to try and take this bottom tower as soon as possible. And at this point, though, let's take a look. We've got a Vayne with 3 Dorans, so she's pretty strong. At the same time, the Tristana has 3 Dorans, so it's kind of counteracts it. But if you notice, she's also got a Fortitude elixir. So I don't know if she's trying to bait that out or just use it for just a big damage burst, ultimate chase down, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll have to see how that works.
Yeah, so
And
Well, CS-wise, you can see there's the first man to hit triple figures was going to be Candy, as kind of expected. We've got Xylor in the bush here, ready and waiting. There he comes. He's going for the darkness. Grey uses the flash. Manages to get a headbutt down. Sonic getting the ulti down as well. They haven't really put enough damage down. He does get the pulverize down. He's going to go. Surely, will he finished off there?
oh, he's stealth. He's stealth, but it's going to finish him that ignite.
Yeah,
And one last auto attack from Candy Panda. Boom, he's dead.
and that's going to put pressure surely on the tower as well, because I don't think Janna's going to be able to stop. And a lot more CS again. Top has imported bats, and Nidalee been back and got himself a Sheen there, as well as those Mercury treads. So, like you say, auto attack and start farming for Nidalee really at the top there.
Mm-hmm. So pretty standard build. Whoa. Oh, there we go. Big burst, and this brand could be in trouble. But he does flash out of the absolute zero, or whatever you want to call it. Is that absolute zero?
Absolute zero, that is correct. Not sub-zero,
Okay.
like I called it. I think it was.
Oh, that's what you call it. I was like,
yeah.
like I know you called it something there. That was one. But...
Yeah, it is
All right,
something
so,
zero.
so it's not Mortal Kombat zero. It's League of Legends zero. Okay, got it. So bottom tower does go down. That's 2 towers down, and I don't think mid's gonna go. But that was a good gank on Brand, nonetheless. Let's see. So she's down a few. Let's see. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I
Yes.
came out just in the middle of my sentence there.
But Tristan has actually got herself a BF sword, going to go towards an Infinity Edge. You can see he's got 4-1-0, got the towers down, got lots of CS, 114. And again, we are seeing, just like against CLG, we're so gamed, are strong in the lane phase, and surely will be taking this tower down. Why are you running up the front tower? She just was behind a minion turret. Going to get out of the way of that Howling Gale as it comes through. She's going to put a bit of damage down on the turret and obviously just jump away when it counts. But nevertheless, Brand's going, I want to kill, and just bossing it up straight in there. But and he's got that stun up. Had just used Tibbers a while ago. Yeah, there's Tibbers still on the timer. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner. Axion is still on it, but... remember, Axion did disconnect. I'm sure he might have been the Brand that disconnected early on. A lot of burst damage going straight on there from Brand. They're going to continue pushing on that tower. They need to really prevent this. I think this mid tower is going to go down very quickly. And CLG almost identical to the gamed almost identical to their CLG game. Why we're getting a full screen view, I don't know. But obviously something they wanted to see in there. They've just decided to change it. The fog wore off. I don't know.
It looks like the Nunu actually has an Oracles, but he's not going to pop it yet. Probably in anticipation for a team fight that he's not sure about. So that's actually pretty smart. I mean, he doesn't have anywhere to really to use it yet. I'm sure once they can take back control, he'll start popping that and trying to kill those wards as much as possible. And are we going to see an initiate here? This could be... Oh, goodness. The stream doesn't freeze on me.
Yeah, the ulti actually used from both Brand there through the trees. Actually, ulti used, and I saw the ulti from Vayne was already used very early on. Didn't really get anywhere near it. I didn't know why he popped the ulti. I didn't see what he was thinking. He maybe could trap there. And ulti used now on Xylo using it on Alistair, trying to really posture up and do anything. Nobody really getting any damage on anyone. They were just backing away from that fight. So first team fight, nobody really wanted to engage it. They just wanted the dragon. They're just trying to beat them back, maybe knock a few hit points off them and say, can we have this dragon please? So you can see that Candy Panther's like, come on, where is my team? Get back here. They're pinging it. And well, you can see that Zan are sat ready and waiting still in that bush. Oh, his Sona's gone up there. Sona went up and warded. It could easily been taking some abuse. I didn't see they didn't have that ward up there earlier. They're going to take the dragon down pretty easy. They're 6-3, and that gives them that gold advantage with 3 towers down. How will they transfer it? That's the question. CLG came back with some great team fights. Will Zan be able to do the same?
Yeah, that's the question. So 3 towers behind does actually force them into a really difficult position. CLG came back, but they were not down an absolute 3 towers. They were only down like 1 or 2. So this is going to be really difficult because at this point they're going to lose all the map control. They've already gotten 3 wards placed in the jungle area. So all game has to do is go back to base, buy a couple more wards, and place them up in those critical areas by the Wraiths and around the red buff, and then one probably near the... Pretty much that's it, because that gives you the Baron control. And at that point they can go ahead and push towers safely, knowing all too well where the enemy team is at, and the enemy team has no safety point to fall back on if they are trying to push the towers. And that's kind of where the advantage of having those 3 towers down comes. Yeah,
so the items have been dropped away. The Fog of War has been removed. I'm not sure what they're thinking of. I don't know what
Not
they're doing.
sure.
Yeah, so they've kind of just changing things here. So I don't know what
Just playing with it. Yeah.
whether it's Rivington or Xenon that's playing with the camera. But yeah, can we have them back, please, if you don't mind? I'd like to see what sort of AP Alistair. Well, actually, Alistair's got triple Dorans and Aegis. You can see it in the top corner
You can
there.
see it right there, 88 AP. Yeah.
Yeah, so Jarvan just
It's going more tanky.
Jarvan trying to keep pushing, and that you can see Candy continuing to push the bottom lane. So they're actually moving across towards his bottom lane. There was a ward in that bush. I don't know whether it's gone anymore. I can't see whether there's people on top of it. Oh, Alistair just going hi to Annie and backing straight out there. Jarvan getting himself positioned, but that's actually leaving Nidalee open up the top there. So Nidalee's going to probably keep on pushing.
Yeah, that's what she wants. That's the ideal situation for the Nilly is for them to potentially kind of keep the enemy team at bay, keep them busy, put pressure on other lanes while Nidalee essentially AFK pushes. So you can see her running around. She's actually putting down wards, or not wards, but she's putting down traps in the bushes so that if somebody tries to come up and gank her, she'll potentially be able to scout that out and get out quickly. And so I think that she's going to. So yeah, she's gonna be able to put the pressure on this tower and then head back down middle and then head back top and just kind of zigzag across and do that. Oh, this could be bad. I think that's nice ultimate by Tristana actually saving herself from that vein. They both have they've got the two knockbacks. It's kind of funny. The two knockback champions that knock each other back. So
Just about surviving. Oh, great little spear across there on towards Vec. Vec on Jarvan here. Jarvan's not had that much success at the moment against Nidalee. He's pretty much had Alistair in his lane the whole time, and Alistair just keeping him completely away. And he's going to come around the backside there as my screen freezes slightly. He's going to put Tibbers down. Nicely pounced out of the way of that there and just tries to spear across, trying to predict that Annie was going to go downwards. Instead, managed to heal himself up, trying to get that spear to land on Jarvan. Needs to back away really, and then just need to just exercise and flee. Meanwhile, down the bottom, you can see while this is going on, it's actually pulled 3 versus 2 there, while Brand pushes in mid. And you can see down the bottom, Tristana Candy is continually pushing on towards the tower again. They're still keeping them occupied up the top here, so they don't want to draw them away. They're keeping a really good split here game, and that's my stream gone black. Oh no, it's back.
All right, sounds good. Well, so far it looks like this Vayne's having a lot of trouble. She's 0-3 at this point, and now she does have a BF sword. She's farming decent. She's not really far behind, like less than 10 CS behind the Tristana. However, the difference is that she's just got another kill on Sona down bottom. So now 5-1. So she's doing really well. She's going to be a very strong. I guess she's going to be really hard to deal with. And now another gank up top. So all over the map, they're just killing off Zan. And Zan is not having a good game this time compared to what we saw last time. So maybe it was just a fluke that Team Sullivan maybe just went into the game with expecting not to have a lot to deal with, and they were punished for it. So Candy Panda, look at this. She doesn't care. It's like, okay, well, you're Janna. What are you going to do to me? I'm just going to sit here and auto-attack your tower. So that is exactly what's happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see this in tournaments all the time. You get first game of the day, or sometimes teams just don't perform on the first day of an event, and then they'll come back when it gets to the knockout stage. You see them rise like Phoenix through the... Annie going to come around the side. They're going to get Tibbers down on Candy and absolutely explode in the face. Got a Deathfire grasp on Annie. I didn't see whether maybe used it there, because definitely the hit points went down incredibly quick. Well, that was just the Annie burst. I don't know, but yeah, like I was saying, you see teams, they'll maybe get knocked down to the lower brackets and then suddenly fight their way back up through it, and because they've played so much more games, I guess you could say CLG in the knockout stages in the qualifiers. You see them play so many more games coming through those loser brackets that they're actually playing so much better towards the end of the tournament than they were at the beginning. That you just, and I'm wondering whether maybe that's happened with TSM. Maybe they just first match nerves. I don't know, but certainly from what we've watched from this, Gamed have completely outplayed it. But then again, Gamed have always been a fairly strong lane team. We just saw that against CLG, so it's maybe we're being a little harsh on Zan.
It's possible. We'll see how it goes, and I mean, when we start getting best of threes and people can kind of get a feel of each other next, tomorrow, we'll have. I think we'll have even more interesting gameplay. And we did see this in the qualifiers a lot, where, like you said, I mean, one team will win one game, and then the other team's just like, oh, okay, well, time to put our game faces on, and then win the next two with no problem.
Yeah.
And end up, taking it. So. All right, Brand, trying to do a little bit of damage, but I don't think he's as bursty as Annie at this point. I feel like Annie, as we saw, is a little bit more of a force to be reckoned with. Brand more of an early game champion, I think, but especially without a lot of farm or being fed like he was with Zan last game. So yeah, you see he's got 0 kills, 0 assists, 140 CS. Definitely doing fine on CS, but behind a couple of the other champions in the game. And oh, what the? It's like I didn't even realize Nidalee was gone. So apparently he's been gone for a little bit. Did you see when he disconnected?
No, it looks like he's just back now. So it couldn't have been that long ago, I don't think. So he's reconnected. So it's interesting they are having disconnects and reconnects. I never understand how they do it, how that happens in a LAN event. But I guess computer problems happen no matter what. And blue goes to Sona there. They need to be careful because Annie was coming around the side. In fact, Annie needs to be careful because they're going to come around the side on her, and that's going to be Candy Pandem jumping straight in onto Annie's face, getting caught very nicely in the stun there from Rake, and that's going to be the second dragon almost certainly given to them. So game now, that's going to give them a 4k lead in gold nearly, 3.5k. But all towers again, they have taken that top turret down while they were being harassed up the top. You know, they were down the bottom. Sorry, they were pushing on, and I think Sona actually died. But you know, all that harassment at the top did work out because Nidalee went and carried on pushing up that top lane. So I guess they're going to work on this bottom. I know that Tristana did get quite a few shots on it earlier. Be nice if he scrolls up so we can see the hit points. Yeah, you can see it's actually quite low, and that's almost certainly going to go down. Traps getting laid. I guess we're going to see some spears coming across. But Gamed are looking much stronger than they did against CLG here. They're certainly looking a lot more confident. Maybe they got their first match game nerves out of the way as well.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was their first match against CLG. And the funny thing is that as much as Xanax getting pushed back behind, they're actually two solos are ahead. If you look at that, Vec and Annie are both level 15, which is ahead of both of their carries for Gamed. So, kind of interesting how that happened.
Yeah,
and it's funny because I think one of the reasons maybe because Kevin was DC for a bit because he's only level 13 now.
Only a short period though, but Annie also DC'd as well. So
that's true. So I don't know. I mean, whatever. Yeah, it happens. So, but still, 4K lead and 5 tower advantage for Gamed. I don't know. That's a pretty heavy. That's a pretty heavy lead, and so Zan's gonna have to pull something out crazy that. If they want to actually do well with this. On the other hand, they've got a great team synergy. I feel, anyways, they got Vayne with Nunu and the Janna. So I mean, that's just a huge amount of damage if they can protect her in a team fight, which we haven't really seen any team fights yet, have we?
No, not at all. The only one that we did sort of kind of have, and they all kind of backed away from it. They were all like. Poked each other a little and all backed away. But we're seeing Tristana going to come around on towards Annie. He's going to surely jump on his head. They're going to back away. So that's more a case of just forcing him out of lane. We can see that Ward is there. I don't think anyone's got Oracle to spot it. No, and Nidalee continuing to farm, but Vayne also continuing to farm. So Vayne could come into this. He has got Infinity Edge now, 1-4-1. But you know, despite that score, once the Vayne can continue farming, they'll come into it regardless. They're kind of their own proc damage, their massive burst damage from their gamble and their knockback, kind of brings them into it. So, which is probably why we've seen Candy Panda build up the hit points early on with the triple Dorans. Obviously now got Infinity Edge and that Zeal, almost certainly going to be Phantom Dancer. So Candy was 6-2-0, by far the strongest person on the map at the moment.
Oh yeah, look how I mean he's already got his Zeal like you said, and then he's got a passive attack speed bonus with an active attack speed bonus he can activate. So it gives him so much attack speed with that damage that's going to be strong. And then you've got Vayne's probably going to be okay as long as he sticks with the Nunu. The Vayne will be able to match that. So kind of see how it plays out. But I think that if Game just gets together and pushes this out, they can probably have a huge advantage. I mean, they've got Alistar, they've got Nidalee with her big heals. So, yeah, here we go. There we go. Nice gank going on. I don't think they're going to be able to finish it off. He uses his flash, so I couldn't tell. Did Alistar use his flash there?
I got to be honest, I wasn't looking. I was more concentrating on this bit down the bottom on the minimap. I was trying to see what was going on down there. So
gotcha.
Okay,
sounds good.
But, yeah, I mean, we've got the Oracles obviously on the usual heels. They're continuing to chase Vayne. I don't know why they're going to pursue him. He's never going to be able to capture him.
No.
So they continue around. Actually, I think they're pushing them more down towards the bottom because look, they're drawing it. So Nidalee and Tristana continue to push top there. So they were drawing them away from the mid turret, drawing the damage dealer away, if anything. And he's going to try and get Tibbers on there. You can see him coming around, but Nidalee just backs away. So they're continuing to poke. So really, and this is what Game do well. I've seen them before with with double attack damage heroes, etc. Obviously, this time it's Nidalee with the AP, but it pretty much may as well be an AD carrier sometimes, the speed that she can fire off those spears up. So she's got the death cap on there. So I guess she's got a lot of AP. Those spears are certainly going to start hurting soon.
She can hit them.
Yeah, if they land any. But yeah, they're just going to come back down and clear their wave. Look at them both trying to fight for the wave of creeps.
Yeah, that was hilarious. They just both jumped at the same time. I don't even know who got it. It was just... All right, so it feels pretty passive at this point. I know that Zan realizes that they are at no position to make any mistakes. They have to take advantage of any openings that they find, so they're just going to play passive and wait for their moment to come ahead. They really only need probably 1 or 2 fights to catch back up. So hopefully Game doesn't just throw it away. But who knows? I mean, I've seen crazier things happen.
Someone's asking why Janna has boots of mobility, and it is a very good question.
Yeah, that's... I don't know if she's just trying to get from lane to lane quicker or what. That's...
Jarvan's kind of gone... he hasn't gone so much tanky. Well, he has a little bit. He's got the double heart of gold, but obviously you don't get armor off that. With the Brutalizer and Trinity Force. So very much attack damage, Jarvan, rather than anything else. And you can see the poke that he just put on Candy Panda there. Candy Panda just doesn't care, does she? Just carried on shooting that tower. I'll jump away if you get a little bit too close, but frankly, you're not bothering me too much. Just carry on. Got the heals up. And here we go. For some reason, someone's playing around with Tristana view here. I don't know why we're on. We can see we're getting the focus on him down the bottom corner. That's what they're doing. So that's how they do it. You click Control on the hero, and we're looking at their AP. We can see their cooldowns, etc. So they can see the level they've got on the skill as well. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that is nice. I like that. So, from what I can tell, look at it.
Annie's dropped again. She's porting.
That's what it is.
I think it might have disconnected.
That's possible because I don't know what she was doing in that bush in the first place. So yeah, they're just going to go ahead and they've got the top of team where they can sit there and poke on a tower, and they've got 3 hills. If you notice, they've got 3 hills, so they can poke on the tower. Oh yeah, this is going to be initiate here. It's going to die. Yeah. So now without Annie, they're going to go ahead and finish this game off. So Gamed is for sure going to win this off, no problem. And I don't know. I feel like they would have won anyways, but the fact that they could just sit there and attack the turrets, take some poke, step back, get healed, and then go continue doing that. There's not really any way for them to be pushed back. As we saw, they just dove in eventually anyways, and we're able to finish that off now. I don't know if it would have been different if Annie was there. Probably would have, but I don't know. Just would have eventually got them anyway. So 2 inhibitors down, and I'm guessing they're either going to continue to push this and wait for the creeps or potentially just tank that top turret. So we'll have to see what they decide to do here.
Well, that looks like they're just going to go back and buy. They're backed completely off. Yeah, looks like they're all going to port away and buy. So, I mean, it's pretty much game over now, and Gamed are going to take victory, which really puts Team Solo Mid in a precarious position, meaning they need to win against CLG and Gamed. Because, although saying that, Gamed, I guess the Game TSM game is going to be a big important one now, because
yes,
yeah, they're both won one, lost one. Oh wow. TSM haven't won one yet. What am I on about? Gamed have won one, lost one, and they have TSM to play. Oh, Jarvan's going to keep pushing on. Look at the damage he's doing on Candy Panda. Candy Panda's going to have to use the ulti, but jumping just out of the ulti there, and very nicely done. But unfortunately, it jumped straight into the arms of Annie, saying hi. Boom.
Unfortunately for him,
Fireball,
so
yeah.
He timed it well, but he was not expecting that Annie to be there.
I don't think he was expecting the damage off Jarvan either. That was quite a big burst damage he has. Like we mentioned, got that Brutalizer from 24, so as well as the passive 6-second passive that he gets.
Exactly. So I mean, Jarvan's got it all. That's why he is getting nerfed next patch. So
yeah, sad face.
No. Yeah, you're a Jarvan fan, huh?
Yeah. definitely. I know he definitely needs nerf. He is overpowered. That's probably why I play him. That's probably
Why not?
make myself feel like I'm doing well and an overpowered hero.
Yeah, exactly. Just work. Just do with what works, you know. So here, you got to go ahead and take this dragon, and I'm guessing that they can easily take a baron if they just either bait out a death from the enemy team or just start it, and then they got enough heals to kind of keep themselves up to where if they had to back off, they're not going to be in a bad position. Where some team comps, if you don't have any heals and you start baron, you're going to be low health, and it's oh wow, I didn't see that, but looks like Kevin got destroyed by Vayne here, which I mean. Not to be unexpected, but this could be bad. The game's actually getting pushed back. If you notice, the Germans jumping in here and doing lots of damage to them. They're doing really good. I mean, their team comp is solid. So if Game makes too many mistakes and lets Zan catch up at all, I think that Zan does have a stronger team and they can win this without.
Yeah, well, they need to be careful. Oh,
without
here
doubt.
we go. This is going to be an interesting one. Tristana versus Vayne. They're both actually pretty fed. Oh, Vayne just put it away. And so they're both actually pretty fed now. 260, 249 CS. You can see Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge now on both of them as well.
Oh goodness!
Obviously, with the Last Whisper on Tristana is going to be pretty strong. But Vayne in itself, like I say, it's like the late game Tryndamere. Just gets stronger and stronger and stronger no matter how long the game goes on, sort of thing. It actually works to their favour the longer the game goes, which is why it's so horrible. Which is probably why there were so many overpowered nerf shouts early on, because people were just feeding Vayne, and once Vayne gets fed, it's like, yeah,
It's over. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But instead, he's just having to get up there through CS because didn't really get fed. Only got 2-1. Obviously, that was the kill then, but just has so much burst early on, and that's the only thing I think they need to try and deal with Candy Panda, because he's 9-3-0 now, Candy Panda.
Yeah, Kenny Bennett is just demolishing kids. Look at this. And if you notice the items, he's actually got a Phantom Dancer and another Zill, as well as the Last Whisper. Now going for looks probably going to be doing a Banshee's Veil, I'd say. Most likely based on their items. Yeah, so he's probably going to be going for a Banshee's Veil. And so look how fast he attacks. Not only does he have a lot of passive attack speed from his items. Okay, this could be it. This could be the final fight. They're so tanky. All three tanks are going to jump in here and try and take out his Alistar, but he does pop his ult, so it's perfect timing. And the Janna gets way out of position, and the stream goes to bad quality. Not a big deal, though. We'll figure out what's going on. So Tristana jumps in the middle of everybody. Big damage just from popping him. And woo!
Vayne did actually manage to take down Candy Panda, but Candy Panda was
wow!
taken down. So big damage. Like I said, the burst damage there, but I think they're going to get the turret down. Yeah, they're going to have enough to just walk up and hit that. There we go. So that is the turret down. So that's all base turrets down now. All turrets, in fact, down as the super minions are on the base. I guess they're going to go in and take the base turrets down, and that's going to be GG to Games, which makes them 1-1. Beating Zan, losing to CLG in a pretty close fight, it has to be fair. Said they just lost out in those team fights. Nexus, well, it will go down possibly as they just respawn. They've only got Janna, Nunu spawning. So yeah, 56k gold, 48k gold. Well played, gamed. Pretty solid victory. They took it pretty much from the lane phase throughout.
Yeah, they didn't really snowball, but they steadily won the game. Like they just constantly kept their cool. Didn't make a lot of mistakes. It was fairly even, but they had a slight advantage going forward. Once they got those 3 turrets down, that was it. I mean, it's what it always comes down to. You get those 3 front turrets, and unless something changes soon after, unless somebody makes a big mistake in the next couple of minutes, then it's going to be GG after that. And the whole reason we saw CLG come back from the game to game is because the fact that they were able to make, like I said, in that short couple of minutes, they were able to make up for it, and that's what we saw there. So pretty good game though. Zan now 1-1 against TSM and lost against Game. Interesting, huh?